What's up, everybody? It is I, Hero Vange, and welcome to another Pokemon Go PvP Rainbow Cup video. Today we're gonna talk about Executor, and he's amazing. But before you watch the rest of this video, watch my meta simplified guide right there, because some of the stuff that we're gonna talk about here reference that video. So if you want to understand what we're talking about, make sure that you watch that video first. Legacy Confusion Executor with the Charge Move Seed Bomb is amazing for the Rainbow Cup meta. At first I thought, it can't be. He looks too derpy. He's a three-headed coconut plant. What's up with that? But after practicing with this guy for about a week, I am convinced that he might be the best grass type in the whole meta. Why? There's some Pokemon that beat a lot of stuff, but not that well. There's some Pokemon that beat some small few things really well, but not a lot of other things, right? Executor is a hard counter to the backbone of the Rainbow Cup meta. He's a hard counter to Venusaur and Quagsire, alright? Plus, he has fantastic general coverage, like a wide range of things that he can kill. Now, to show you the true power of Executor, I have this one amazing clip that I recorded late last night. Let's see how we do. So we're gonna start the match off with Executor versus Charge Beam Lantern. Okay, so Charge Beam Lantern not gonna do a lot of damage to Executor. Charge Beam does really low damage, plus it's resisted. Okay, so I'm gonna get off the first charge move. As you can see, I had to switch Ray up because I thought that he was gonna swap to a counter, right? Because I have this matchup, I was thinking, he probably is gonna swap. Okay, he's not swapping. Why? I don't really understand. But, let me finish this off. Okay, got it. Next Pokemon that comes in, Quagsire. I'm like, what the frick? Do you not have anything for this? What type of Quagsire is this? It is the Sludge Bomb variant. Interesting. The Sludge Bomb variant of Quagsire usually beats Executor, but no. The last Pokemon is Venusaur. I just took down 2 Pokemon. Plus, I got around 1/3 of the HP off the last Pokemon. Oh my freaking god, dude. I can't believe that. Amazing. Oh my god. I don't know what happened. It just lined up. We showed each other our team of 6 too. My opponent there thought that I wasn't going to bring my Executor because I didn't bring it for the first match. But yeah, that was the second match and I won. So just amazing, right? So yeah, the coverage you can clearly see in that video. I've got the electric type Pokemon. I've got Quagsire, the non-Sludge Bomb variants, right? But Sludge Bomb variants, if you can get a little bit of energy, just a little bit of energy, you can beat it, okay? And then Venusaur, you can actually just beat with fast moves. It's a hard counter to that Quagsire, Venusaur combo that's really difficult to defeat. Oh my, amazing. So we already know that he's got the backbone. But let's talk side coverage. What else does he have? Starting with the electrics. Okay, so the electrics, we already kind of know that he's got that, but to what extent? Okay, in the one shield scenario with just fast moves, alright? You have Raikou, Raichu, Electrode, and last resort Jolteon. Lantern, you can beat with one shield and you throw charge moves. But for the 4, you don't need to throw any charge moves. You kill them all with just fast attacks. It also charges up your Psychic, so you can hit the next Pokemon pretty hard or burn a shield, okay? That's amazing! Double Legacy Magneton is the only electric type that beats Executor. It's not gonna be a problem because it's rare. It's very difficult to find in trades, right? Very difficult. If you have one, awesome, okay? But it's also off meta. Why? Because it loses to Charizard, and so it can't do the same thing that a mainstream electric type Pokemon is, it can't do the same thing. And Charizard is it is the #1 anti-grass Pokemon in this meta, so right? It's very important to have that. I mean, if you have Lantern, you also have Ninetales. Ninetales also beats Magneton, right? So yeah, Raichu is like the mainstream electric guy. He beats Mantine and also Charizard. So I mean, Magneton The only problem with it is it's weak to fire. Okay, so that's why it's off meta right now. Okay, but yeah, I think it's not gonna be that big of a problem because it's very rare. I'm lucky that my friend here has a double legacy magneton so that I have this footage to show you guys. But yeah, think about that coverage, that electric type coverage. You don't really need to worry about that if you have Executor because yeah, you can set up on them and then throw Psychic at the next Pokemon. Legacy Executor has Quagsire, except for the Sludge Bomb variant, has Venusaur. Lockdown, he's got the electrics mostly except for Legacy Magneton. What else? Now, as a grass type Pokemon, you know, one of the things that you're supposed to do in this meta is you're supposed to kill water types, but he actually fails a little bit if the water type has ice. Let's talk about it. Azumarill versus non-legacy extrasensory Executor. She already has the confusion one. She was just testing out, but yeah, even if you have the legacy one, it's a bad matchup. Why? The thing about this matchup is that Azumarill is so tanky that it can take one shield seed bomb. I almost said shield bomb. It can tank one there I go again. But you can't tank the ice beam. You're not that level bulky, okay? If you wanted to turn that matchup around, you definitely want to shield twice. If you shield twice and Azumarill shields twice, you actually beat it to the seed bomb, and then you win, okay? So that's how you turn that around. But what about the actual ice type in the room? Lapras. You lose that, okay? For Ice Shard. For Water Gun, you win. But for Ice Shard, you lose. Okay, Ice Shard, Ice Beam, you lose that. But here's the thing, right? Ice Shard, Ice Beam, Surf, Lapras can't do the job of a water type properly. Why? Because it can't reliably kill Charizard. Okay? And with Mantine, it gets really close if you can hit the Ice Beam, right? So it's also an iffy matchup, right? Why would you want to run Ice Shard, Ice Beam? Maybe for grass coverage, right? But, you know, other Pokemon can do that even better, like Charizard, like Mantine, like Forretress here, right? So why would you want to run, you know, Lapras? I don't really know. Currently, it's off meta, but some people have been running it. I've seen like some people with lineups like that, but yeah. Okay, so Legacy Executor has Quagsire, except for the Sludge Bomb variant, has Venusaur. Lockdown has the electric types, except for Legacy Magneton. Has the water types if you double shield Azumarill, and also if you encounter a water gun Lapras. Not Ice Shard. Ice Shard beats you, okay? What else? He actually has fantastic off-meta coverage with the poison types because his fast move is Confusion. Now my friend here, he has, yes, he's a guy, he has a girl character. He told me he likes the clothing options. All right, so you know, okay, whatever. So he has a lot of poison types on his team. He actually has a Victory Bell, and you have that matchup locked down. It's kind of like the same with Venusaur, right? Half poison, half plant. You got that with just Confusions. But more importantly, and I think that this one is gonna be a sleeper pick for the meta, right? He has, waiting for it, Tentacruel. Tentacruel, I think, because Tentacruel does a lot, you know. I don't think that people don't really talk about him that much, but I really love Tentacruel, and I also think that in The Sims, he does really well, but you have to be kind of like tricky with it, right? But important to note that you simultaneous KO with Tentacruel, okay? So that's something that you can definitely do if you didn't bring an electric type in your team comp, but let's say your opponent pulled out Tentacruel. Yeah, I don't think that you should pull out your Quagsire on the Tentacruel. I think that's a bad idea because he's gonna set up on you, or you know, he's gonna hit you with a Hydro Pump and kill you. But yeah, but you know, Executor killing Tentacruel, I feel like that's a better trade, right? Plus, if you can get a little bit of HP advantage, you can actually take that matchup. Now, another important one is Beedrill. If it's a Bug Bite Legacy Beedrill, you lose. If it's a Poison Jab, you got that, okay? But I feel like, from what I've read and what I can remember, right, I think Poison Jab is the way to go with Beedrill, but I'm not that sure it's off meta. So Legacy Executor has Quagsire, except for the Sludge Bomb variant, has Victory Bell and Venusaur locked down, has the electric types, except for Legacy Magneton, has the water types. If you double shield Azumarill, single shield Water Gun Lapras, and no, not Ice Shard, you lose that, okay? Has poison types, specifically Poison Jab, Beedrill, and simultaneous KO with Tentacruel. Now, what does he lose to? Executor loses to all the lawnmowers, and Forretress completely dominates Executor, and that is why everybody should have a Forretress in their team. Why? Actually, if you run the Sims against Charizard, right? Executor versus Charizard, it's not that bad. Charizard comes out with 10 HP. 10 HP, guys, okay? Run the Sim against Mantine. It's also not that bad. Mantine comes out with like 40 HP. Not that bad. That's a big chunk. Run the Sim against Ninetales. Also not that bad. Comes out with like 37, I think, or 38 HP. The only hard counter that this triple coconut head has in the meta is Forretress, a spinning Beyblade Steel Ball Pokemon. That is the only like wall that you have against this thing. So it kind of like shows you how powerful Executor really is. If you're fighting an opponent without a Forretress, you know, bruh, Legacy Executor chunks its counters, right? Big chunks. Charizard 10 HP, Mantine with 40 HP left, Ninetales with 30 something HP. Only Forretress really truly walls this monster of a Pokemon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Remember to leave a like, comment down below. What grass types are you gonna run on your team for the Rainbow Cup? I want to know, okay? Does it have Legacy Executor? I think it's a good choice, right? Subscribe if you haven't yet, ding that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys!